Every time there's something amazing happening, it's a learning moment or something funny, try it out. Go ahead, try it out. There you go. Come on now. Hey. Hey, he's in the house. Very excited to welcome our very first guest, who himself has broken a lot of firsts here in the Arab world. With the newfound popularity of stand-up comedy in the Middle East, we are very lucky to have, if I do say so myself, the best Lebanese stand-up comedian. Please welcome my brother from another mother, Mr. John Achkar. So why are you super Lebanese?
Well, I have no clue. I was just surprised as you are.
You are surprised as I am?
Yeah.
It's so funny because I think that's like what makes you so funny and what makes you so relatable for people who are immigrants. Like for me, I immigrated to the US, and you would give me so much joy when I see your TikToks and stuff come through into my For You page. I'm just like, oh, he's super Lebanese, and I miss it so much.
So what does super Lebanese means to you?
First of all, the accent. I'm obsessed with the accent.
Okay, so.
You know, that's definitely super Lebanese. And my accent has changed over. When I first was fresh off the boat, coming into I was 18 years old. Hello, everybody. I'm from Lebanon. And then so slowly I was bullied into the accent.
So you mean this is exactly my accent now?
I mean, sorry to break it to you. Well, you're coming here to get roasted.
At least like now everyone is ready to hear my accent in English.
Tune into the accent. I mean, everyone has an accent. It's about your, where you've gone in life, and that life shapes your accent as you go. I don't sound American. When I go to America, they're like, where are you from? And suddenly in my voice, I hear, I am from the country. That's what it sounds like to me in my head.
Actually, coming to Dubai makes your English accent way more Lebanese than staying in Beirut as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there is a Lebanese accent for people speaking in English in Dubai.
Lebanese accent. Oh yeah, that's true.
For the Lebanese, huh?
Yeah,
we all have like the same English. Yeah. Not your team. Your team has a different type of accent. At least the people
We've gotten all types of accents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we unite all types of people here. There's so many different types of accents. Tell me, why you think you're so in demand and we cannot get even an hour with you? We're rushing. We have an hour and you got to go to another flight.
So many things. I have a TV show that I launched in Beirut.
Okay.
And I have to to do the shooting every Friday.
Okay.
In Beirut, and the episode usually is released on Sunday.
All right.
And especially this week, I'm traveling to Canada. I have my 1 hour special in Canada, and then I'm going back to Beirut for the shooting, and then I'm coming back to Dubai. Actually, I'm releasing my 1 hour special soon on December 1st.
Wait, how many 1 hour specials do you have?
No, the 1 hour special you talked about, it was already shooted in May 2022, but now it will be officially released in December 2023.
So it's already been filmed, and the release, what date and what is it called and where is it going to be released?
This one, Wingman Aish.
Oh, Wingman Aish.
One that was actually produced by Dubai Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the first time that they decided to produce a 1 hour for.
That's an amazing. I'm so proud of you, my man.
Thank you.
You gotta love. You get that, man. I mean, I love seeing Lebanese people thrive and being successful in this world. It just makes me so proud of you. Yeah. You know what's funny is that we haven't seen a lot of comedians come out of the Arab world. And I think it's a new thing. So tell me, what is changing now and why now are there comedians coming out?
I think there were some comics that started this whole fuss about comedy. Like when I was 10 years ago, I used to watch Namr Bunassar. I'm talking about the new generation of comedians. A long time ago, it was more Fadir Aide, watching MTV, watching like the old way of doing stand-up. Now also they reinvented themselves and they are doing great. But like I was inspired when I was in university. Like we had Namr Bunassar coming to do his.
He's a friend actually. I know him from Los Angeles. He's amazing.
Amazing. And it was part of my inspiration. Like why I wanted to start stand-up. And everything happened during COVID because people. They watched all Netflix and then they got to a point where they had to start watching stand-up and then they realized Like it could be something interesting to watch a guy holding a mic telling us about his life and his crazy views on life.
He's doing really well
Yeah,
right
and
now.
and then they did, and then people said, okay, let's start watching stand up. And then suddenly we were lucky because we had something called Stand Up Balade. We were 6 comics doing short gigs. And it was released also during COVID, and people got to know us. We were 6 comics. We filmed Stand Up Balade.
Stand Up Ballet. Where was it aired?
And it was on a platform that is
You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, we can find it now on YouTube. Yeah, back then it was on cinemas. It was aired on cinemas, and people like they started. Oh, it seemed there are Lebanese comics, but no one cared about my comedy. No one.
Why?
Up until recently, when a video went viral, like I came
On
to
TikTok.
Dubai to charge my phone, and then
Yeah.
like I got like 10 million views, and then suddenly people were, oh, it seems we have a good comedian in Beirut. Because what happened that people received this video from their friends living abroad, like not Lebanese.
I received that.
And then I get this, notoriety, this way, and it seems he's a good guy because we received it from our international.
100%. Your content got served to me while I was sitting in New York, and all my friends, all my Arab friends in New York were just like,
Yeah.
who is this dude? He's hilarious.
Yeah.
So we were obsessed with you. So I was just like, please get me John Achkar. I want him on as the first guest.
And
So-
thank you.
Yeah, so we're really happy.
And the only problem that I only had this joke in English. I had no other joke, and then that's
No,
it.
but tell me, listen. I am one to love cameras and love to throw out content, and everyone who's in the entertainment industry thrives and loves a viral video. Tell me the experience when you're like, oh, how many comments am I getting? Oh, how many views? Mom, come
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I'm viral. Like, was it an experience like that, or was it like, how did it feel for you, and how did that experience
my
happen?
girlfriend was waking me up every 1 hour to tell me, John, like we're 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. For me, like
I'm giving you a bell
Yeah.
for that. You get a bell. For that.
like
You get a bell for that.
literally, I woke up the next day, and everyone, like the taxi driver knew about the reel, the security guard knew about the reel, and then I said, "Khalas, that's it. Like I made it." And actually, and actually, the only problem that I had no other joke. Now I had to keep up with this new community, and then I said, "Ula, my only upcoming reels will be in Arabic," and then what to do with it. So, khalas, but this is when I took a decision, and no. It's too soon for me to go straight away into English comedy. As you can see, and the words I'm using now in this podcast are the words I know in English. That's it.
Those are you're doing very well.
So
You're
that's
making
it.
us
This is the whole amount of words I know. I'm putting them and practice. but so I decided it's better because, like as you mentioned, because there is not a lot of Arab comedians.
Yeah.
So it's better now to work into an Arabic content, and we needed it really.
Yeah.
Like there is a gap. There is a huge gap of saying things that no one dares to say, and
I
to go
know.
and to say them on stage.
It's very scary. I mean,
yeah.
I love to push boundaries. I love to shock people. I love to, be polarizing and stuff like that. And I've done it in my entertainment world. If you know anything about me on Netflix, you'll know that I've done that, and it's very, very testy. But listen, I love to push the envelope. Do you feel like you do that? And where do you stop yourself? And tell me about pushing the envelope in Lebanon and pushing the envelope in Dubai. How does it differ?
Oof. Pushing the envelope in Dubai, in Lebanon first. After the revolution, there is nothing forbidden anymore. Like it's as we open, the stage is open for everything. You can speak as if you are a comedy seller in New York. Okay, it's the
Wow.
same. It's the same level of pushing the content. The challenge when things go outside the stage. On the stage, everything is acceptable, but if
Okay.
a video goes viral outside the stage, people are like, who's saying this? And we had some challenges with some.
Can you give me an
comedians.
example of something that
Yeah,
you felt?
we had there was a whole joke about the Lebanese army that went out of context, that people started to share it. There was a lot of hate messages. One of my friends in Beirut, and then they opened other topics as well, and it was a total mess. Like here in Dubai, the challenge that we don't talk politics because we don't it's not my main thing. It's not my battle. Okay?
Yeah.
So we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion out of respect to the culture and the country that's hosting us. Okay, but we talked about things that matter to us. Okay,
And what
there is a
matters to
respect.
you?
Like for me, today is how we perceive ourselves as Lebanese living abroad. How I left my country 3 years ago. how like I'm living with my girlfriend, what does it mean to be in another relationship after a failed marriage. Okay,
Does she get a percentage of the proceeds? Because a lot of jokes are going to be about your girlfriend.
no, like my girlfriend is the 1 hour. Like my
She
next
is-
1 hour. yeah, she's here. Like she's getting everything.
she should-
Most important, she's getting my heart.
Oh, there we go. Hey, there you go. Get the bell. Get the bell. Amazing. So, okay, I want to talk.
She's here, and I'm obliged to say this.
She's here, obliged to say.
told
Do
her,
we
yeah.
have to ask her to step out of the room so we can hear some real stuff? So I wanted to ask you, you are not just a comedian. And it's funny because, you know, in the Arab world, always, are you a doctor, lawyer, or are you an engineer? Do you do business? That's all. These are the only acceptable careers. Knowing me, I went into opera. So that's another story for another day.
Wow.
But what made you go from Deloitte or Nestle to stand-up comedy? Because isn't that the stereotype? Deloitte and Nestle, every Lebanese person works
I don't know who told you that I was in Deloitte or Nestle, but
They've done their research.
I wasn't.
Really?
I never worked for Deloitte, but I was, yeah, but okay, to be fair, I still work as a consultant, as a training consultant for companies. So actually I train, it's crazy because I still train companies on emotional intelligence, communication, a customer experience.
Where do you find the
leadership.
time? You barely have time to come and sit with us on the
This is the problem,
podcast.
that during my daytime, I do two things. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a business where we design and produce board games and
saw that.
stationery items. It's called Everything. And during my other day job is actually as a consultant for companies. So most probably I trained at Deloitte, I trained Nestle, but it's not my. I wasn't.
See?
I was
caught
never
you,
part
we caught you.
because now I make jokes about Deloitte in my stand-up
Maybe
comedy.
that's
so,
why.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's funny because I think I'm predicting that you're gonna stop your consulting situation, and this is gonna be your full time. And I urge you to do that.
Yeah, I will.
Literally, the world wants you and needs you, especially in times like this. So, and the other question I'm reading to is that how do you, with everything that's happening in the world, like all the sadness, and especially in Lebanon with all the issues with the government and financial stuff and banks and all the stuff that's happening, how do you manage to stay positive and spread that positive energy and make people laugh? How do you manage to do that?
I'm not a big fan of the word positive. I consider myself an optimistic person. It's not for me positivity for the sake of positivity, just to accept things as they are. I don't like it. Like for me, it's seeing the half fill. How to say?
The cup half full.
The cup half full is positivity. Okay, for me, optimism means that to find a way to make the other half full as well.
I like that.
Okay,
analogy.
so it's a way of seeing things.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, even within the crisis, the whole thing, everything that I had in mind, that I'm not going to lose my heading. Okay, I know exactly where I'm going, and even within the crisis, there is always a way to keep on focusing on what I really want. I really want to achieve. I knew it, but even like when there is a crisis in my country, I was super involved in the crisis. Like when there was a revolution happening, I was out there, I was on the street, I stopped working because this is a thing that will help me achieve more things in the future in case the revolution will work out. If it didn't work out, fine, we will have so many other chances. And like when the Beirut explosion happened, I stopped everything. I launched initiative to support micro and small businesses because I knew for a fact that the only way to separate business owner from the regime that was managing the country was actually to give them a financial independence. And I worked on it, and I finished what I had. We managed to rebuild the 300 businesses, and then we realized, okay, it's time to stop. It's time for me to come to Dubai, and this is when I decided to come in January 2021.
I'm seeing a lot of Lebanese come to Dubai. Honestly, I'm walking around DIFC. I thought it was Ashrafi for a second.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, everyone's speaking Lebanese. Everyone's Lebanese here. I mean, it's sad because they have to leave, and some of them leave for a better life. And obviously, Dubai offers that. It's the city is amazing.
Yeah.
And I know that you said you do or you don't bring those issues into your comedy, or do you use it for comedy?
We have to bring them. A comedy is about talking about the real you, the real struggle you have. It's to be fully transparent out there and to be the real person. That this is why people have fun, because actually we say things that people even don't say to themselves. When they are sitting and then they have this weird idea and this is what they are going through, they don't dare to say it out loud. What we do, we say it as is, the exact feeling. And this is a whole empathy in comedy where we feel each other. It's not a theater, you know. It's not like there is a play happening. No. It's a communication. It's a conversation between us and the
100%.
people. Yeah.
It's becoming very popular, these conversations, especially with the audience. Those videos are getting more views than the actual funny jokes that land, you know? And it's funny because you see them with all types of comedians right now. The hecklers coming in, well, how you respond to a heckler is literally what's going viral, and everybody wants to watch. Now, you know I'm going to get to the heckler question.
Yeah.
So, first of all, tell me your worst heckler, and like, how did you deal with him?
We were in Abu Dhabi, and like there were two women like seated in the front, but the light was super bright, bright, okay, and I was not able to see the relationship. Like I told her, "Oh, you're coming with your mom," and it wasn't her mom; it was her friend. Like, and she got super angry, and
she started heckling you.
And she destroyed the whole show. The show was a total mess because I didn't know how to handle. I felt super bad, and then when I went back to Dubai, like she sent me a message. She told me, "You're sexist, you're racist, you're Asian."
Sensitive people.
Even she told me things that I didn't do, like you're homophobic. I didn't I didn't get there like yet even. And then, so I didn't know what to do. So I told her, really, I'm really sorry, and and I feel bad about it. And then I sent her some flowers, and I wrote Happy Mother's Day.
That's funny. I hope she took it as a joke.
No. I didn't write Happy Mother's Day. But I felt sorry, and I told her, and she had to stop. Like the whole thing.
Enough is enough. How do you deal with sensitive people who you know you're up there just for your intention is to make people have a good time? When people just end up being sensitive to you, whether it's on stage or in life, how do you deal with a sensitive person? How do you respond to them?
Now I can see more sensitive people on the comments on my reels. People get sensitive on everything. Like if I make a joke about Deloitte, people will get sensitive. Why on earth you have to get sensitive if it's a joke about Deloitte? Like who will get threatened? Like,
right.
Okay, and even Deloitte employees were like, they had super fun with the joke. Okay, so and now I'm enjoying this. Like when I read them, like a guy is writing, "Oh, I don't think you're a comedian," and then I reply, "Yes, I don't think so." So it's my way of dealing. Like I don't know. Like some people are saying, "Oh, I think he's the worst comedian ever," and I reply, "Yes, I think the same." And then people would, okay, John is making fun about himself. Yeah, it's fine.
I love that. Yeah, it's always the best way to make fun of yourself and make fun of everybody, and no one is safe with John Achkar. Is that your motto?
No, it's not. Yeah, actually, most of my jokes are not. It's just I'm accepting what they are saying, and then I'm building on what the hecklers said. It's not like no one is safe, but some people do stupid things. What's my problem? So I'm accepting what they are doing, and then I'm building on because I have something in life, another theory called the yes and theory.
Of course, that's the improvisation theory.
Yeah, so
I follow that
theory,
too.
and for me, a book that changed my life is called Everything is an Offer.
That's where the name of your business came from.
Part of.
I caught you. You're caught. We caught you.
Yeah, but everything for me, everything is an offer. Really, if I'm on stage and someone is trying to say something, okay, for me it's an offer. Let's build on what this person is saying and let's make a joke out of that. It's his problem because he started. Yeah. I never go and like harass people on stage. It's more like building on what they are saying to make out of it the best joke possible.
My favorite moment is, I mean, I get a lot of your TikToks. Before even doing a podcast, I was already a fan of yours. I was just like, I love seeing him succeed. And I love funny. I love to laugh.
Thanks, man.
But then my favorite part is when you started saying a joke and then someone just started laughing before the punchline came. You're like, do you know the joke? Do you wanna come up here? Do you wanna stand on stage and do this? That was my favorite moment. I love that video. And the way you handled that was so genius. And because of those little moments that you actually become so popular, it's not
just I have a disclaimer here that the joke that I put online are the interaction that worked, because most of the time it doesn't work and they don't go viral online. So I don't even post them, right? Because like if I'll post them, it will be a total disaster for my career.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've done stand-up once in my life.
Oh my God.
In Los Angeles. So the standards are really high.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just wanted, because as a performer, as an entertainer, like you have to do everything. You just have to know, just to become a better entertainer. And every joke that I knew people would laugh with, the punchline was so strong, nobody laughed. But everything that I didn't think people would laugh were laughing. It was
Exactly.
so confusing to me. But then I started remembering that if I were to go back on that stage and do it again, I know what to say now to make it happen. And failures actually help. So it gives you information on what to do next. So
Wow.
how many times have you failed? And do you use those failures? And what's your process in fixing it for the next show?
I'm failing on daily basis. Like failing is part of the person who I am today. Like imagine, but the challenge with failing. First, failing, I love to embrace failure, and I talk a lot about failure. And definitely, when it comes to a real failure, I will be shocked a little bit and say, "Oh, how to handle it now?" Okay, it will take me some time, but failure is a cultural thing that we don't have, or we're not. Raised in a way that accepting failure is part of our daily life. Like even today, okay, I'm a stand-up comedian. I did around 63 shows in Beirut in 60 days. Like there were days where I'm doing double and triple shows.
Goodness.
Okay, all my shows were selling out. And then my parents come to one of the shows. One of the shows was a total disaster. Okay, I wasn't present. I wasn't using this yes and theory. I wasn't there. I was super tired, and really I wasn't there. And the show was a total disaster. Okay, and my parents left
Oh, no,
the
wait,
show
in the middle of the
without
show?
no.
Oh,
At the
okay.
end of the show,
Scared me.
without saying hi. And like the second day, I called them. I told them, guys, and until you were in the show, right? They told me yes. And why did you leave without saying hi? I said, yes, John, the show was so bad. We didn't want to associate ourselves. You see, like really, failure is not what we're used to do. Failure is I don't know how we manage to do so many good things. And how we managed to build a country. Actually, maybe that's why we didn't manage to build a country.
Whoa, sensitive topic right there.
We didn't manage, but this is where, like, if you don't accept failure and you build on failure and you try to fail more often, you will never be able to innovate. You will be ever able to
Amen
write
to
new
that.
jokes. You'll ever try to know if the joke is working, yes or no. Wait, I have a story.
Tell me.
The joke that made me famous. Okay,
right.
I came to Dubai to charge my phone. I was in the car with my girlfriend like 2 minutes before testing this joke for the first time ever. I was in the car with her 2 minutes before testing the joke in an open mic. Okay, and then she told me, John, don't do it. It will never work.
Never listen to your girlfriend ever again.
Then she
I'm
told me,
kidding.
John, no, don't do it. It will never work. It's a disaster. No one will get it that we live in a country with no electricity and no government and things like this. And then I went on stage. It went really well. Okay, and then I kept on doing it. And then the video went viral. And then 10 million views. And then 150K followers. And then a few weeks ago, I asked her, I told her, what's your feeling that because of this joke I made it as a comedian, what would you feel if I didn't try this joke? She told me, John, we would never know because you wouldn't try it.
Oh my God.
Like we couldn't know if this joke will land or not if you didn't try it. So,
Oh my God. Like good for you. You're listening to your intuitions, you listen to your gut feeling and go for it.
خلاص, we
And
have to do it.
honestly, balls to the wall. That I would say. Just go for it. I love it. And I listen.
Why did you stop doing stand-up?
I was an actor. I did a lot of comedy, and I love laughter. I love punchlines. I love all that stuff. But I did comedy, and my singing career and my reality TV show career took off. So I put it at the back burner. But I may consider it one. I'll come to one of those Dubai comedy festivals and give you a run for your money. Huh?
Don't stop because it's different. It's different than.
It's very hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, and also like what you think would make people laugh. It's not what people laugh on.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And the more real you are, actually, it's not. Maybe it's different with acting, right? So it's not. It's the more real you are, and you're not when you're not acting, and when people will feel your vulnerability on stage.
100%.
This is where you will get the laugh.
Yeah, 100%. And I wanted to ask you about the Dubai Comedy Festival. So is that where you filmed your 1 hour special?
Yes.
First of all, I want to know how you got to Dubai for the Comedy Festival. How cool is it that you are the first Arab comedian to do that? And I want to know more about the content of the show.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I came to Dubai, and actually they didn't invite me to Dubai Comedy Festival. The first year I was in Dubai, I wasn't invited. Like they got 3 Lebanese comedians, and I was hosting the event. And then it was a last minute thing. They told me, "Oh, John, maybe you can host." Okay, so I said, "Okay, let me host the event." And the hosting was great, okay, because it was relatable. I talked about Dubai stuff and things like this, and in between, I went viral. So between Dubai Comedy Festival 2021 and 2020, I'm lost. No, between 2022 and 2023, okay, I got viral, and then in 2023, John, we want you on board. Let's do your special. So really, I was super happy because it's the first time, and I felt, and it's totally worth it because there are so many Lebanese in Dubai. The jokes are relatable not only to Lebanese but in Arabs living in Dubai in general, and especially people who came lately to Dubai. It's about the struggle of moving to Dubai. It's about the struggle of going through a religious divorce in Lebanon. It's about the struggle of going into new relationships after the divorce. So I went like as is, like I was out there enjoying the vibes, enjoying the content, and talking about one of my worst experiences ever in life. Like
in Dubai.
In Dubai, and I went on stage and it went.
But that's what I was saying. In Dubai, I mean, like people come here. I mean, in comparison to where I've lived, I feel like the inspiration is a little hard to find when, what are you going to talk about? Oh, my housekeeper didn't come on time, or my sheets are not perfectly clean. Like, I mean, like in New York, I have people run up to me and they're homeless, or they're coming and they're like, I have this one lady, it's a sad story, but like there's so much inspiration. She was on some sort of drugs, and she was always every morning rushing to a meeting that didn't exist. She would just run around rushing for a meeting. So like, I feel like there's so much here. You don't see that. You don't see the levels and the different struggles. I feel like if you can't handle Dubai, you go back home. So how do you get inspiration from a country that seems like it has it easy for people?
I'm not sure about this one, and I'm not so sure that it's easy for everyone to live in Dubai, right? It's also it's a corporate city. It's where people either they are following a dream and they always tend to compare themselves to others as well. We live in this spiral where never it's enough, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a 1-bedroom apartment, let's get a 2-bedroom apartment. If you have a 2-bedroom apartment, let's get a townhouse. A townhouse, why a townhouse? Let's get a villa. A villa, why a villa? Let's get a castle. Yeah, a mansion. So it's never enough, okay? On cars, lifestyle, and everything. And then we're in the middle of a spiral, okay? And I think this is a whole thing, because people will feel lonely. People will feel underachievers. People will feel that. Okay, no one will raise his hand in a dinner saying, guys, this is so expensive. Okay? So now I'm the person who's raising his hand in the middle of a dinner saying, guys, who ordered this steak for 2,000 dirham?
Are you crazy?
Why are we ordering this steak for 2,000 dirham? So even if you have the means, okay, it's important to mention that there are some aspects of our lifestyle here that don't make any sense. Okay, and I'm the one who's saying it right now. Okay, maybe because I managed to get people credibility. So maybe before, and this is a real struggle. When I came here, I was overwhelmed. Okay, I didn't know if I can tell people that I cannot afford a new car, or no, I cannot afford to buy to rent a house in this specific area or on another area. Now I'm free. Maybe because I got a credibility from stand-up, and people now they accept my opinion, and I feel this is wrong as well, because I should have been able to voice out my concern and to value my concern, even if I'm not known, like even if I'm not John Achkar that people know today.
Of course.
Yeah, guys, is it English what I said?
I don't know.
Following?
I just
Are you following? The guy was.
Honestly, I was.
Why did we get him as a first guest? Now we lost most of the people.
Can we have an interpreter, please, for this one? I need an interpreter. I cannot handle this.
But the whole idea, like the struggle is real. It's not like we live. No, like like what Dubai bling is not how everyone live in Dubai.
Dubai bling. Would you ever be on that show? Would you ever do reality TV?
No.
No?
Sorry, I'm sorry, but no.
What do you got against me, bro?
No,
Come
no.
on.
No.
Okay, I want to ask you a question about. We're gonna touch on some love situations
yeah.
about your personal love. We're gonna get all the juice in the sea. You got to give us something here.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's something that I call love resume. Okay, let me explain it to you. I believe that like going on a date is very similar to an interview, like a job interview. What do? You go in there, you give them your resume. Like, this is my experience. This is what I'm going to offer you. What do you have to offer me? Well, okay, health insurance, great pay. Okay, you can give me health, whatever it is. I'm going to give you a very fun job, something you like. But this is my resume. This is my experience. This is my blah, blah, blah. I find it to be the same thing. So can I ask you, what's your love resume?
Oof. A lot of fun and a lot of anxiety and insecurities. Like going on a date, this was how I met my girl. And then okay, I know, okay, we will have fun, but also with fun comes a lot of insecurity. Like, and on our first date, I told her, yes, I know, like people know me. I hope, like, I wish I have money. Like back then, I didn't have any savings. I don't know how we will sustain our livelihood just from our like just from the part that I'm a known person and people will say hello on the street, but I didn't have any saving back then.
And how are you doing now? Are you okay?
Now it's way better.
You've
like
recovered from the no savings life?
Thank you for asking. Yes, but yes.
Can you please show the viewers your bank account, please, right now?
To make sure that you. No. But yes, but because with art comes anxiety. Definitely. When you're an artist, you know it. It's about how to get creativity, how to get inspired, how to get your where to go to get your creativity. And this is crazy. Then this is super heavy on our relationship.
Okay, so
sometimes she will see me like talking to myself, and then she'll, you're trying to get a joke. And I was like, yes. She's like, yes, finally a new joke. It has been a while. It has been 1 year. We're hearing the same content.
And are you writing new stuff as we speak?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like keep a journal? How do you do it? What's your process? Do you like write it on your phone or how do you do it?
Yeah, there are two ways. Either when I get inspired, just few seconds before I get to sleep. Usually this is the best way because...
Always.
Yeah, and when I'm having my shower also, as well, you always get...
I swear they need to invent a product where you can write stuff in the shower.
Exactly.
I've invented so many products in the shower, bro. You don't understand.
It's crazy. And sometimes I need to train myself. So there are two schools in creativity that sometimes you need to train to shift your creative brain and just to focus that now it's your creative part. Now, because I have my TV show, I'm obliged to go into this routine. And I have a TV show every Friday. I have to have something ready. I cannot stay in the shower the whole day. You know? And I need to figure it out.
There's word on the street, by the way, that people find it very funny and it works in your favor that you got the high dude look. Like you're always like, you got that like chill, yo, I'm chilling, I'm high. What do you tell those people and what do you respond to that?
In Dubai, I have to tell them that I'm not high.
You got a bell for that. You got a bell for that. That was funny.
I have to make this sure. Thank you so much, Dubai, for hosting us. No, but I don't look. But I don't know how I have the look more than the fact that I don't do drugs neither here, neither in Beirut.
Okay, you don't have to lie to all of us.
I don't know, but it's good that I have the mindset. You know, I managed to reach this mindset.
The high mindset?
As if I'm high.
As if you're high.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. Listen, this is called the Wingman podcast, okay? And I'm coined as the ultimate wingman. First of all, I'm asking for a friend. You're saying that you are taken, right? You have a girlfriend. You're currently taken.
Yes,
currently. So you're not available, you're off the market.
Yes. Okay. She's here in the room and I'm obliged to say this. And I have no option. Yeah.
And I want to tell you something. When I want to find a partner, I'm single, so please help me out, whatever you can do. I'm looking for someone who has assets and a sense of humor.
Okay.
Those two are like, it's just, you got to have something. I need some assets, whether financial or physical. And then I need a sense of humor. I need to laugh. If you can't make me laugh.
But what's more important for you when it comes to assets? Like
I
the
think
financial
the first
or
part
the
of the first
physical?
word. That's the most important part for me. Second comes sense of humor.
Okay.
Sense of humor is second. But so with you having such a funny person and you're being a funny person, let's be honest. How many kitty cats do you get? You know what I mean? Using code word here because with your sense of humor, I mean, you must get a lot of attention. Funny guys are sexy.
Yes,
So-
and this is why my girlfriend is currently with me in the room, making sure that but I'm not that type of guys as well. So I'm not like people know that I'm not open, like I'm not in the.
What do you
market.
mean, open relationship?
No, that I'm not in the market. That even in my stand-up, I'm how to say a hopeless romantic person. So yeah.
She's so lucky.
when
this
I'm
girlfriend
in a
of yours that's sitting
relationship,
right
this
behind
is-
me. I'm speaking in
Yeah,
third
and-
person.
yeah,
You're
and-
so lucky and beautiful, by the way. Good job.
And just with
Oh
super
my
beautiful,
god.
yeah.
You get a bell. Yeah, kill the bell. Kill the bell. Kill the bell. Oh, you landed a good one, my man. You see, I bet you she loves sense of humor. I bet you the reason why she's with you, I'm gonna say it, and I don't care if you're gonna hate me, is your sense of humor. Because she's gonna laugh for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
What girl
I know.
doesn't want that?
Yeah, I know. I have nothing else to bring to the relationship. That's it. Like that is my only thing to bring. That's it. Yeah.
So how did you meet her? And did somebody wingman you to meet her? What was the first approach? What is your pickup line? Tell me about that moment. I want to know the pickup line.
The first time I met her.
First moment. What did you say?
Like I went and I decided, okay, we were in a gathering and I decided to sit next to her. It needed a lot of self-confidence because I knew that she was the manager of everyone. Okay, she's a finance director.
Where?
She's a finance director. She used to be a finance director in Lebanon. And when I met her, it was in a gathering. And then it took me a lot of courage and self-confidence. I said, "Khalas, that's it. I'm going to sit next to her. She's super pretty. She's the smartest in the room."
That is so cute.
Okay.
Everybody watching us.
We had like really, we had 2 eye contacts. I knew that she didn't care much. It was by mistake, but then I took it as a sign. I said like, "John, I will go there." Okay. And then I decided to sit next to her. And then I started with my jokes that from my stand-up comedy. Like,
oh my god! What was the first line?
Like
Can you remember?
it was I cannot remember, but it was my old stand-up comedy set, and I made like 30 minutes of stand-up comedy, and then she told me, "John, I already heard this on stage."
Oh no! That's like embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly. And then
No,
I
that's
realized,
good content for your next show.
Yeah, so I was talking and talking and talking. I thought that she didn't know that I'm a stand-up comedian because back then like not a lot of people knew that I'm a stand-up comedian. And then she told me, "John, I know this." Yes, I was trying away like to have a conversation. I have nothing else to say.
Oh my god!
That's my full story.
Definitely. I mean, you're charming, you're handsome, you've got the colored eyes, you've got that. You've got the full package.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know back then, but now you've got the full package. You've got the full
then.
Speaking of you back then, I mean, I've heard somewhere you've said that you're a completely different artist and a completely different person 4 years ago. And who were you 4 years ago, and what has changed today?
Like after my divorce, I lost a lot of my self-confidence. I didn't know who I am, what I'm doing, what's my purpose in life.
It's getting very
and it
serious.
took me a while, like really, but it took me a while to realize that. Actually, it took me reading this book about Ikigai. Have you heard about Ikigai?
No,
Okay, there's this Japanese concept. No need to read it. It's on Netflix. our new source of information. So there is also this documentary, how people live more than 100 years. And they talk about one island in...
They're called the Blue Zones.
Yeah, the Blue Zones. Okay,
Yeah, there's one in Italy.
One in Japan.
And one in Beirut, right?
No,
Not in
so
Beirut.
there was this island in Japan, and they said people who live their ikigai, they live longer. So, and what is the ikigai? It's when you live your passion. It's your passion. It's something you're skilled at. It's something that you feel that you're changing the world with. So you're contributing to have the world a better place, and fourth, that people are ready to pay for it.
I'm gonna give you a bell.
Yeah.
That's a moment. That's a learning moment right
It
there.
took me a while to get there, but now I'm happy. Actually, it took the people a while to pay for my comedy. That was the missing link. But actually now I feel that I'm here. I have my purpose. I know exactly what I want to achieve, and I'm fully there. I'm the person who I always wish to become right now.
Oh, what a beautiful applause! You guys, this is so good. I mean, honestly, the reason why I think you're likable, the reason why I think the world fell in love with you is because you just are very relatable, one, and two, you're very honest, and second of all, you're not trying too hard. You look at me, I'm trying so hard right now with the voice and the radio voice, and like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Like, you have such an amazing likability, and you're just so close. You're just so close, and you have a warm feeling about it. I'm sure your girlfriend will agree. And there's something so homey about you. Like, just that's why we all love you. And that's why the likability is amazing.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
really.
you're just killing the game. And I'm so proud of you. Let me ask you this. As an Arab, traditionally Arabs, if I go up to somebody and I'm saying, I would like to marry your daughter and I'm a comedian. I mean, have you ever been in that position? And do you have to be in that position with maybe your current girlfriend?
Okay, it's an interesting part, but even until now, where I am today, even my parents are not taking me seriously that I have to present myself as a comedian. Yani, if we are in a gathering and people ask me, oh, John, what do you do for a living? I say, I'm a comedian. And then my mom say, no, he has his company. No, John, tell them you are an entrepreneur. So yeah, until now, it's difficult for them. And I understand this. Okay,
But you have a degree in business. Tell us what your degree is.
A bachelor degree in economics, master degree in international relations and history, and another master in business administration. In Singapore Management University and IE Madrid.
Okay, you got a bell for that.
But really, so I don't know why I did all these things. It didn't help me much, really. But yes, it's tricky to present myself to anyone, not only the parents of my partner, but also people won't take you seriously. With TV show, people are a little bit, but now he's on TV. And so now he's on TV. Okay, now hopefully I won't fail a lot on TV, so people will keep on taking me seriously. Let's see. Step by step.
Listen, honestly, it's amazing what you're doing. I absolutely love it all. And listen, as you said, when you make a failure, you make a joke out of it, it makes everybody laugh. And that's what I love about you. Because you acknowledge, hey, listen, bro, that didn't land. Tell me about a moment where you had a joke and you knew it was going to land and you said the punchline and you waited and it was silent. You felt those before.
So many times.
But how does it feel? Happens. How do you manage that? How do you psychologically go through that?
There was one time and no one laughed, and I told the audience, guys, if you're not laughing now, it's a problem because this was my best joke.
That was the best joke.
There is something I learned about stand-up, and I applied also in my business meeting. I applied everywhere. We have to address the elephant in the room. If there is anything wrong that is happening, if it's hot, if it's cold, if someone is on his phone, if someone, I don't know, if people are bored with my stand-up, we have to address it.
Because who's the elephant in this room right now?
For me, it's no, there's no elephant. I'm really happy. It's super homey, by the way.
So I love that. You're always welcome.
I know, because I know it was a little bit tiring for you guys to get me.
Oh my God, we worked hard to get you. But I love that about you because you're like just a very busy person working so hard, and we're so grateful that you're here. I wanted to ask you about English per se. By the way, you speak English perfectly. Listen. Yeah. If Hollywood approached you and was like, "Hey, listen, we want you to do a stand-up, but in English." Would you do that? And do you have any jokes in English?
No, I have jokes in English, and I've been doing I do corporate gigs in Dubai in English, it's hilarious because the first thing I address is the elephant in the room that I don't know enough English words. It's my first punchline. So then guys, they told me to do comedy in English, but I only have 10 minutes of words and that's it. We don't have any other option. But actually, this is the where I want to grow in my career next. Okay, so now the focus is on Arabic because it's so different. Because when you have to think in English to write in English, it's different. It's too different. The audience is different. It's not the same challenges. You cannot do Beirut jokes. In English, it won't land well. But it's something where I want to grow. I'm doing corporate gigs. I'm doing a lot of open mics. I'm training myself. I will say Hollywood to wait a little bit.
Just wait
because
for a
I
little
need
bit?
to train, yes.
To train.
Stand-up is about failing more often. I didn't fail enough in English yet.
Oh,
So I
that's
have
a
to
good
fail
one.
more, yeah.
Okay, but you know what? I watched Bassem Youssef in New York. Have you been going? Have you crossed the Atlantic Ocean yet?
And I'm going, in 2 days. to
In 2
Canada.
days?
Yeah.
Where are you going again?
In Canada to Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto.
You want to say the dates of your show so people can listen? This is going worldwide.
But when are you? Yeah,
It'll be after.
yeah.
Oh. So that's amazing. You're going
So
to...
I came back from Canada. It was a great trip. What a trip, man! It was super cold. People laughed so much.
It'll be the first time you're going to that to North America?
No, I've been there a long time ago, but for something
Just
outside the
visits and
conference,
fun conference?
to the US and Canada, but now Canada for stand-up.
So listen, for me, it's a stepping stone. I mean, as in the industry there, the stepping stone is you're a stand-up comedian. You're so good, then you eventually step into acting and doing comedy sitcoms, or they start hiring you to do acting. What do you think of the acting medium? Have you ever acted per se? And are you open to be an actor on a sitcom?
My acting is worse than my English. Really, I don't have the skill. Acting, really, like even if I want to lie to my girlfriend, she will know in no time.
Oh,
like,
no.
Really, I'm really bad. I'm really like it's me, the person I am sitting here, the same person that I'm doing stand-up, the same person I'm doing my TV show. I'm bad in acting. Maybe it's a skill, and I need it for stand-up because in stand-up you need sometimes to to help people visualize, to impersonate, and I'm really bad. Actually, I'm learning the skill to host people, and on my TV show, it's tricky because, like my first episode, it was like asking the question and then sitting. So I was just asking a question and just listening, and then the guy is done, and I'm there.
Great.
Interesting. And then there was like 1 minute of silence, and it was super awkward for both of us. Yeah, because I'm not good at it yet in creating conversation. I tried something with a friend of mine in Arabic, محاولة podcast. We did 8 episodes. It was great, and now we're filming the next one.
So how am I doing so far? This is my first podcast.
It's great.
Great?
No way it's your first one.
It's my first podcast. This is your first guest.
But you're great in conversation. I'm learning a lot, actually.
Oh, thank you. I fished for that compliment.
Now I'm writing a lot of things for my next interview.
Anything you need.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some punchlines from you because you're just so great at that. I think I want to close with talking a little bit more about When Aish. First of all, how did you come up with the name? Tell us again when it's going to be launched, and tell us a little bit of what to expect in When Aish, and what kind of content are you going to be touching on?
Okay. When Aish actually reflects every Lebanese life right now, because we don't know where do we live. Do we live in Lebanon? Do we live abroad? And we're lost. Even if we're living abroad, we're not 100% abroad because our family is there. So our mind is in Lebanon, even if we're physically somewhere. So for me, When Aish is not only about the question When Aish, but the whole idea of the name came from the fact that I thought that in Lebanon, when I came to Dubai, I thought that we were done with this question. What's your religion? What's your name? To know exactly, to locate you on the geostrategical map of religion. And then I came to Dubai and people kept on asking me, When Aish, where do you live in Dubai? To know exactly how much money I have.
Barsha, Sharjah.
Yeah, exactly. So to know how much money I have. And this is how I came up with the name. So When Aish is my story for the last what happened to me in the last 3 years, going through my divorce, coming to Dubai, meeting my new girlfriend. And it reflects all the struggle from leaving Beirut, coming to try to establish a business here. What does it mean to be a business owner? It will be launched on December 1st, 2023.
On what platforms?
On my platform, johnachkar.com. And there will be pre-sale. You can pre-buy the special before it gets released on December 1st.
So on the topic of never coming back, I want to say the opposite. Please do come back. And I want to say thank you so much. You were really so amazing to talk to. You're fun. I can see why your girlfriend loves the out of you. I have to censor that because you know where we are. And I just want to say that I wish you the utmost success. I wish you to be the biggest comedian and go all the way. I'm rooting for you. We're all here on your team.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, John Achkar.
Thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
We get it. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you again.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.